What up, you guys? This is Steven, and welcome back to another photo analysis. This time I'll be analyzing the covers of BENI's album, Undress. Let's begin with the regular edition version of the album, also known as the CD only version of the album. Alright, so we see BENI, and she's covered in white, and she's staring directly at us too. And I like that we can see her face more or less straight on, and I like the way that she has positioned her body in this photo as well. It comes off as natural, but at the same time, she is still aware of her body positioning so that it looks good for the photo. So it's not too posy, it's not too contrived. Like the pose is not too contrived. And she's giving us good neck in the photo. And I do like the her blonde hair, although for me personally I think that at this point blonde's an overused color, but it does look good on her. um, it looks like someone wrote the title Undress with chalk. I guess that was meant for some particular reason to be like that. I'm not quite sure how that, relates to the album cover or anything like that, or the album title, but nevertheless, interesting. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what the white thing is that she has around her. I'm thinking like it's a really big coat, maybe a blanket. I'm not sure. Um, hmm. Um, Nevertheless, nice touch. It's a nice touch. um, for me, I would like to see a little bit more facial expression, or a bit more of a facial expression in BENI's face. Um, However, I do like the facial expression, and I like the eyes as well. But I guess for me, I just would like to see a bit more of a facial expression. But it's a nice face. Could be better, could be worse. I also would like to see both of her legs in the photo. You can see one leg and a knee, but for me, I think I would like to see both legs. Excuse me, both legs in the photo, because it just makes it makes everything fall into place better, in my opinion. But overall, a very respectable photo. Let's move on to the next album cover. This is the album cover for the limited edition version, also known as the CD plus DVD version of the album. And I like her happiness in this photo. I like the happiness. Her eyes are closed. She has a smile on her face. It's like, what is she thinking about? She seems really happy. And I like that you can see both of her legs in the photo. Um, the white garment that she's wearing looks nice in the photo as well. Um, it seemed like she has found the light fairly well. Could be a little bit better, but she has found the light very well in her face. And she's giving us good neck. She's not coming off as a no neck monster in the photo. So checkpoint there. Her hair looks nice in the photo as well. It looks like for this particular album cover, they were going for more of a kind of like a happiness from within sort of look. I'm not quite sure what this, what the album covers have to do with the theme of Undress, but she does look like she is somewhat undressed, but she's covered up though. So it's like you're kind of undressed, but you're not quite there yet, And I'm not sure if this is like a literal meaning of undress, or either she's going for more of a figurative meaning, like, she is like emotionally undressing herself, and just bearing her emotions, perhaps. You know, who knows? Who knows? All right, let's move on to the next photo. This is a promotional photo for the album, you know, and I like, she's giving us beauty shot here, upper body shot, beauty shot. So I like that. I like the way that her hair looks. I like the way that her face photographs in this photo, but I don't like the facial expression. Well, the facial expression isn't terrible, but for me personally, I would just like to see a little bit more of a facial expression. It's a little bit too blank, you know. I like that she decided to, go against the grain and smear her lipstick, you know, add a bit of edge to the photo, a bit, add a bit of dynamic to the photo, which is needed because her facial expression is lacking that. So this helps kind of add that and make up for her lack of facial expression. And I like the position of her arm. Her fingers could be positioned a little bit better, in my opinion. They look a little like claw-like, for lack of a better word. And also, one thing I noticed is, I don't know, her part to me looks a little off-center. And sometimes parts don't have to be exactly centered in the middle of your head, but it's not. Her part is at the point where it's not quite, apart to the right side of the photo, or a part in the middle. It's kind of like a bit in the middle, to the point where it's like, okay, it's neither here nor there. So the part is a little odd, but I can forgive the part, that does in a way add some, flair to the photo, some dynamic to the photo. So I'm not really tripping off that too much. And as well, I do like the topless look for the photo. I think that really does play into the theme of the album really well. All right, so let me rank these photos. All right, I rank the promo photo as the best photo, in my opinion. And that's because I feel like it really captures the theme of Undress the best. The second best photo for me would be the regular edition of the album cover. I like that I can see her face, as well. I like her body positioning and the way that I like, pretty much the way that her upper body looks. And the third best album cover for me is the limited edition version of the album cover. I do like this cover. I do like the position of her legs, and I like her, look of happiness. But I would like to have seen her face more. I think that's the issue I have. I would like to see her face a bit more. And I guess as well, I might have an issue with, I think I might have an issue of relating happiness to the theme of Undress. Because I feel like she's coming from the theme of Undress from an emotional angle, But then again, I could be wrong. But, none of these photos are terrible. These are all nice photos. But what do you guys think? Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. Your feedback and support are extremely appreciated and extremely valued. Until the next photo analysis, adios and goodbye for now.